So it is 21:25 p.m. Nope, not the year. And this is an About Me video. If this is an alternate universe, well, Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho, motherfucker. So this one, if you've never seen an About Me video, it's literally me going over personal shit and confronting it, working through it, understanding it, breaking it down. So I understand it and you have a good understanding of it as well. So this one is based off God of War Ragnarok Valhalla's DLC that I watched this morning. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to go into spoilers. So he dies. Sorry, he dies again. Fucking retarded. Goddamn God of War. Nah. No, this one is more. He comes full circle and learns to accept his past and realizes he has hope. After all he's done, he has hope. He still has hope inside of him. And I thought about that while I was watching the whole movie, like the whole journey and shit. And it's amazing. I loved it. But I was like, why are you watching game movies? Why don't you just buy it? What money, bitch? I'm broke. I have no money. I'm broke. What little money I have goes towards my rent, my phone bill, my drinks for the month, my bottled water, not or sparkling water, not alcohol and shit. My pills and my gym membership and my life insurance and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of broke half the time. But anyway, going back to the DLC, which was really cool. I'm glad that Santa Monica released it free. That's awesome. I love that. I love free DLC. Paywalls are fucking retarded. Oh my. I'll have to do a video on that then, eventually. I'll have to write it down so I don't forget. Anyway, but the journey. Like, he recognized that he was cruel, selfish, full of rage and angry and just evil. And I love that he recognized those traits and that he was no longer that person anymore. But he was afraid to sit on the throne because he knew what power came with that. And Freya was the type, wants him to join the council that she has set up. And I guess it's going to be in the next God of War game. I don't know what that one's going to be called, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun if he's going to be on the console. Because I can't imagine him as a politician and shit. And Tyr, not Tyr. Well, yeah, Tyr did bring that stuff up too. He brought up little tidbits about him in the past to help him confront his stuff. But Mimir brought up, what did he say? Something Mimir said about him. It's not about, he can make change in different ways and not just by, sitting on the throne of power. And I had to think about that because I had to go back to 2006 when I was in the RP world, role play. For those of you who don't know small words that are acronyms. And I was part of that on allpoetry.com. And it was fun. I love the role play community. It was great shit. A lot of fun. And I've done my video on that too and how that went down. But long story short, I made friends with a mom, turned out to be a pedophile, crusaded against her for 9 whole months, well, actually, a whole fucking year, to get her banned off the site for cruising and cybersexing with underage boys and girls. Yeah, it took a toll. It was rough. It was not pretty. And back then, I had no limitations. I had no boundaries. I did not know the word no wasn't in my vocabulary. Yeah. I had people telling me that I needed to stop going up against her. I needed to leave her alone. I told them fuck off and I kept going. Because it got to the point where she was so scared of me. Because she, she called me a fucking toy. And I wrote a poem called The Toy Fights Back. And I went hardcore up her ass. Because, see, that poem got me banned off the site the first time. Because I put all kinds of personal shit in that piece. And it was goddamn beautiful. I still love that piece. It's one of my favorites. But, like, here I am 17 years later. And, I look back on my actions and I was ruthless. I mean, ruthless as fuck. I did not care. Like, and me and her affected the whole RP community as a whole because of that. Yeah, it was rough. And I look back at how cruel I was. I was a cruel bastard. I didn't care. I made fun of her seizures. I told her daughter I wanted her head on a pike. Yeah, I wasn't a very nice person. And I was 20. This is me at 20. I didn't give a fuck. I still don't give a fuck. But I'm a little more refined with giving a fuck. mm. So, as I'm watching this DLC movie, I'm thinking about all this, and, I've learned to accept who I am over the years. And then I did realize there's a darker aspect of me that wouldn't surface for another 4 years until 2010. And I talked about this in therapy today with Tammy, who's I love her. She's so cool, but she doesn't watch horror movies. Oh God, love her. Anyway, so 4 years later to 2010, my darker aspect would come out from from the fallout of the RP war, because that whole shit with her lasted an entire year. And from 2007 to, well, actually, from December 2006 to 2010, I spent all that time rebuilding myself because it took a toll on me. It was a heavy toll. I lost my core identity. I had my metaphysical wings ripped off of me. I lost myself. I didn't know who I was. It was rough. I mean, I've had my meltdowns in the past, but woo, baby, this one just drained me. But I bounced back, and I'm back to who I am. I'm better than who I was, and I've had to think about it. Like, am I me, or am I Immortal Beloved? And when 2010 hit, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back. RP community is gonna be a ton of fun again. Well, what me and her kickstarted in 2006 had a ripple effect. Yeah, people decided to air their shit out left and right. And as a result, the RP community was completely banned off of all poetry. So, fun times on that. Because it got so toxic between. Where was that? Oh, the Elysium Army, and it was mainly in the Elysium Army. I forget what the fuck happened, but it got so goddamn toxic. And the moderator stepped in and they're like, you know what, fuck this, we're done. No more RP. Like, shit. But yeah, 2010. So, I'm back on there and I'm with my then fiance, Allie. And I used to love Dark Right Challenge. Excellent contest. Because, if you don't know, when I do my writing and they're like, oh, we'll give you a gold trophy if you can do your best work. Me, I go for gold all the time. So I decided to. This was 2 years after Twilight came out. So I made my own vampire. I've done a video on him, Baxter Jones, or TJ for short. He was my answer to Twilight because I hate Twilight, but I respect it for what it did for Anna Kendrick's career. Yeah. And it entwines with another character I made, Amy Jacobs. She's my first female character I wrote about. So I put her in that story as a caveat to balance me. Because he is so fucking dark. Like, I made him into a vampire, rapist, mass murdering pedophile. And it's very detailed, very gory, very gruesome. And I had fun writing his ass. A lot of goddamn fun. I started him originally in 2005, just as a small poem, small ass thing. And then I evolved it 5 years later. And I won gold with him. Fuck. Gold trophy, silver trophies. And I was so impressed. Like, fuck. Like, he's so cool. And if you remember, I had an anxiety attack over reading one of his old pieces. I wrote a lot of poems about him back then, between 2010 and 2011. And I never finished his story. I know how it ends. It's easy ending. He literally he goes to Vegas, kills Dracula, rapes him over the balcony and all that shit. Yeah. I put all these dark elements into him, and I cannot bring myself to read him because of that. Because I don't know if it's going to be a massive anxiety attack after reading that, or if it's going to bring me closure, you know? And then going back to the Valhalla DLC, if Kratos can accept his, evil ways, his past evils, and make amends with that and make peace with it, I should be able to do the same thing with Thaxter. I just don't know, because it's one of them things, like, he's so scary. And it's weird, because it's like, I wrote him, yet I'm so terrified to even read anything more of him, because it was so brutal. Like, he's misogyny incarnate. He is just not somebody you want to be friends with. Like, fuck no. Not even friend. Not even know that he exists. It's that bad. And, I put Amy in there as a caveat to keep me balanced, like I mentioned before. And it helped. It really did help. And it's hard for me to read that and be like, okay, cool, great. This can't hurt me because it's not even a real character. But for my psyche and where I'm at now, I don't want to have another anxiety attack or panic attack over this shit. Because that's not fun, because then that's a massive mental reset for me. And yeah. So I don't know. But on the bright side of things, this morning when I woke up, and I didn't get much sleep, I ended up napping this afternoon for a good 5 hours. I needed that. When I woke up this morning, Hook popped in my head. Robin Williams, fucking Hook. And I'm like, why Hook? Oh god, that horn. If that picked up, I will have to check that at the 14-minute mark. That horn is the local tow truck. Oh god, that's funny. I love it. Because they actually had it set up to be the General Lee's horn. Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, so back to Hook. Um, Yeah, it popped in my head. I'm like, why Hook? And then different scenes kept popping in my head. I was like, so what is Hook gonna unlock for me that I need to remember? And I don't know. And I'm getting ready to watch Hook in a little bit actually to find out. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. But yeah, so will I read Thaxter Jones eventually? I don't really know. I really don't know. And I even brought it up to Tammy today, and she's like, well, don't read it if you're not ready. And I'm like, that's a good point. Because I don't want to. Because I've found that if I do something soon, if I do it early, it fucks up everything else that probably was laid out beforehand in the future. Yeah. But eventually I do need to confront that shit and accept it. I really do, because if I can accept all my flaws and point them out like I always do, because I have so many fucking flaws, from insecurity to self-image to hopelessness to um wrongdoing with my exes and people I mistreated over the years, and just evolving from who I used to be, and Bella pointing it out too, that I've evolved so much since we've been talking. And we just recently had our 4 year anniversary, so that was cool. Yeah. I need to vid chat her shortly too. Or hope maybe tonight. I don't know. I gotta see what she's doing. So, but yeah, I mean, I've come so far in life, and it's like there's still so much to unpack with me and work through. And I'm trying. I'm trying. I don't treat this channel like a job. I really don't. And that's one thing that I think a lot of the upper echelon do. They treat it like a job, which is really fucking dumb. I mean, yeah, it's your source of income, but come on, be honest. You did this for fun in the beginning, and then somewhere down the road, you lost who the fuck you were. And it's really sad. Like me, I'm never monetizing this channel. I'm keeping that bond. I mean, I got 1,000 subs. I could monetize. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't need it. Free content for all. So, yeah. But it is what it is. And I do want to get through all my rough patches, because they are difficult and they do hold me back. They really do. I feel they hold me back from being who I'm supposed to be, honestly. And I do wonder, where I'm going to be in a few years and stuff. Because I look at everything that I've accomplished and pushed to the side in favor of, being a slob and being lazy and letting stuff go. Mm. But, I mean, I even tried to get in touch with one of my friends, Cassie, and because she blocked me on Facebook, her and Emmy both did. I don't know why. It happens. We've been friends since 2006, and we have that off and on bond. So, we talk, and then we part ways, and then we come back, pick right back up where we were before. So I found her on a new profile. I'm like, oh, cool. See how you're doing. Send her a friend request. I was gonna send her a message later that day. Blocked. So I'm like, all right, cool. That door is shut to me for a while. She's not part of my journey now, and neither is Emmy, which sucks. Because I'm always about having everybody be part of my journey, because I don't like losing people. Losing people sucks, because they're irreplaceable. They really are. You have that one person in your life, or a couple good. Ooh, baby, that felt great. You have you have one special human, or you have many special humans that are your pillars, and they stay with you forever. They've made a great impact on your life so deeply that when they die or they just, up and leave you for a while, you still want to keep in touch with them. You still want to check in on them. It's like, hey, how you doing? I'm at this point in my life and I want to tell you about it. And they're like, fuck you, go away. Because it's not time. It's not time for you to reconnect with them. And it probably never will be. You never know. So I don't know. I just worry about different people that I have been friends with for working on 20 plus years. It's wild. It's wild to think that I have friends that are that old. It's so crazy. Because I don't feel that old. I really don't. I still feel very young. But I have my days where I'm like, I feel like an old man. I need my tablets. I need my medicine. I need my cane. Help me. H. Oh, man. But yeah, so. Ooh, shit, I almost knocked my bottle over. Don't need to clean a fucking mess up. But yeah, I just want to confront all this shit and be done with dealing with my demons and working through all my shit so I can be positive. It's just I have, like I said, many, many insecurities to work through. And I've thought about adapting other people's strategies and stuff to how they work their lives, and some of them are pretty good actually. A hairstylist. Yeah, I like hairstyles. um, she colors her clients' hairs different colors. And they're so beautiful. And she went through a brain tumor surgery. I'm not going into the whole details with all her stuff, but she has a she has a fanny pack, and in that fanny pack is self affirmations that she writes down and keeps with her 24/7. So if she ever hits a rough spot during the day, pops them out, reads them, gets better again. And I love that. And she's so cool and so nice and incredibly sweet. And I love her to death. She's cool as hell. And I like that she has those self affirmations. Like, they're so good. And I should do that with me, but I just don't know how because I'm lazy as shit. And I'm so trying to hyper focus on getting back into the gym again after COVID, which is rough. Like, I'm going to be going back to the gym Friday for sure because I gotta go to Wally World after that to get stuff again. Fucking annoying. But I do want to get back into the swing of my workouts again because, man, I miss working out hard. That's due. So, that is what I have for tonight. Yeah. So, will I get over this hurdle? Will I find out what hook unlocked for me? Yeah, I'll find out. I don't know what it is. I'm excited to find out. I hope it's nothing bad. I hope it's nothing bad. God, I don't know. So, you'll see my review for Hook probably tomorrow sometime. So, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go get some grub because I have not had dinner yet. I had a good lunch. Lunch was great. Lunch was pizza rolls and waffles with peanut butter. Yummy. So, until next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.